I apologize for my dog downstairs. It's gonna happen every video. Welcome back, or welcome to my channel. I'm Samantha Winona. This is Winona Reads. So it is August 23rd. We are back from vacation. We're back from Cape Cod. It was a nice way to end the summer, and we are starting to anticipate and prepare for our back to school year chaos. I'm just a little nervous if you can't tell, but I wanted to do my September picks out of the jar, and then I wanted to kind of do like a fall TBR and get a little bit of just some of the stuff that I want to read this fall. I've been reading like crazy, so I feel like I honestly am a lot more hopeful for this TBR. 9 times out of 10 I don't stick to TBRs. I'm very much a mood reader, but I've been craving like fireside reads, like fantasy, dark academia, just a little bit heavier stuff. So I feel like, I don't know, let's just get started. First, I also have to do a haul soon because I have accumulated, I feel like, way too many since the last time. I don't even remember the last time I did like a haul, but oh, there's 2 here. Okay, so the first one is Daisy Miller. I want to say the author is Henry James, I believe, and that one's downstairs. That would be a good way to end out summer, actually. I think it's like a short, like less than 200 pages, about a young girl that I want to say travels like countryside and has like a suitor or an arranged marriage, something like that. So yeah, that might be a good one to like before the fall vibes start. I don't really know. Okay, and then this one is Say Nothing. It is one of my nonfiction books. It says Ireland in quotes. It's one of my nonfiction books. I want to say something about Irish gangs, which I've never read, so that would be a good one to... Is this 1 or 2? This is 2. Okay. I guess I'm picking out 4 for September. Ooh, this is a good one for the fall TBR. House of... I actually picked this up, like, I think the last video that I made, I was like looking through it and skimming through it, and I'm like, this is so daunting, but I want to get to it so bad. Like, I know everyone loves it. I think it has like over 4 stars on Goodreads, but I haven't picked it up because like just the text I'll show you. But anyway, this is House of Leaves by Mark something. I'll grab it in a second, but the like format is just a little different. Oh, this is a good fall one too. Awesome. Down and Out in London by George Orwell. Alright, so 2 of these are downstairs. 2 of these are on my bookshelf. And if you haven't noticed, excuse my stomach, I hope you didn't hear that. My new bookshelves are up. That was in the last video where I took everything off and then rearranged it all. My dad made me a corner bookshelf. So this one is from Home Depot. That one is custom built by my dad. And they are all full, and they're like double stacked, so it might be a little bit tricky to find some of these, but we will see. By Mark Z. Danielewski. I think that's how you say it. But yeah, I've showed this before when I first picked it up. So many people talk about it. I honestly might need like an audio version to help me along because like the text changes, some of the format here. I'll read it like this. There we go. Some of the format is like just, it looks like footnotes, it looks like different languages, but then if you keep going, there's poems, Oh, that's the ending. Where's the stuff see, this is the stuff I'm talking about. Okay, can you see? Like upside down writing, writing in the corners, writing in the middle. Braille. I'm just not sure how to read this, but one of my favorite accounts, Kayla, tag on the screen, she read it maybe last year or the year before, and I think she loved it. I think, actually, no, it was her, I'm blanking, I have the worst memory, her book club, something about the undead, literally dead book club. Pretty sure that's it. I'm pretty sure they read this, and it would have been smart of me to pick it up then so that I could have had a discussion about it, but I didn't. So this will be on September's TBR. This is Say Nothing, A True Story of Murder and Memory in Northern Ireland by Patrick Radden Keefe. Is it Mafia? IRA terrorists, guerrilla war, a war whose consequences have never been reckoned with. I don't know, this sounds really intense, but I've also been craving a nonfiction, so this will be good to pick up. I do think I will try to find the audiobook though, because I tend to do better with audio for nonfiction. So I might like have that to read or listen to as I read, but this is gonna be a good one for the fall, I have a feeling. Cool, cool. This is actually very dense. Well, there's a huge note section. That makes sense. Oh my gosh, huge note section. And sources and acknowledgement. So it's only 400 pages. It just has a lot of background information and an index too. Sounded like someone's tire popped outside. Before I get the other ones downstairs, I did want to also list what I'm currently reading right now. So I did just pick up on vacation One Dark Window, which sounds so good for cozy fall fireplace read. We put our string lights out back and we haven't used them because it's been raining all summer, and the bugs have been like that in the backyard with all the like rain and grossness. But we hung our string lights just to have them, and we realized that we hung them backwards, so we can't plug them in. So we do need to fix that, because I love, you know, the colder like sweatshirt weather outside and then being able to read under the light. But anyway, I picked this up in Cape Cod. We went to the Barnes & Noble in Hyannis, and so I picked this up. This is about Elsbeth, who's a monster. She calls him the Nightmare, an ancient mercurial spirit trapped in her head. He protects her, he keeps her secrets, but nothing comes for free, especially magic. A maiden must unleash the monster within to save her kingdom in this dark, lush, gothic fantasy debut. That sounds perfect for the fall. That is 100% on my list. So excited for that. And then I also got the most recent book of the month, None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell, and I have read her stuff before. I do like it, and I have kind of slowly gotten back into like the thriller books. I feel like that really ebb and flows with me. Either I vibe with them or I think they're too predictable and I don't like them. So I'm hoping that I'm still in this vibe and that I like it. Something about a podcast says, when a famous podcaster interviews a stranger promising to divulge the story of a lifetime, secrets emerge that threaten to expose the truth of the lives they've both worked hard to project and protect. I'm not really sure what that means. That's gonna be one I think I could like bang out in a night. I usually go quick with those. I really didn't mean to say bang out either. And I just realized I got distracted. I meant to go through what I already am reading. This is my head, you guys. This is my mom head. This is me not focusing. Let me try to reel it back in just real quick. I did start The Alice Network by Kate Quinn, which is a historical fiction perfect to get started for the fall season. So I am looking to finish this. I am also listening to it on audio. So I hope to finish this by, let's see, today's Wednesday. I'm assuming I can finish this by Saturday, if not before. And then I can start some of the other stuff. What I meant to say was I also have on loan A Winter's Promise by Christelle Dabos. And I have Hidden Pictures by Jason Rekulak. But I haven't really, like, I think I read like the first couple pages or listened to the first couple and was like, eh. So those are options that I can always, I have the copy so I could always read along with it. But that is what I have on audio. Another one that I thought about picking up for fall is The Last Tale of the Flower Bride by Roshni Chachki. I've already hauled this, so I'm not going to go into it. But it is a like dark romantic fairy tale aspect, and I just feel like that sounds very cozy for one of the weekends in fall. It's not that thick, and I love her writing, so that one's gonna be a good one to pick up. I'm gonna go over to my shelves, pick a couple more, and then I'll run downstairs and get the other 2 September picks from the jar. Here, and I feel like there are a lot more I could pick, so I'm gonna stop myself before I have crazy piles. Okay, let's dive in. I have a couple of fantasy and like horror / thriller. Foundry Side by Robert Jackson Bennett. I've been meaning to read this since I got it, so probably like 3 years now, and it is a trilogy, I want to say. I think I've started this and I got like 20 or 30 pages in, and I think that was last year or the year before, and really just didn't click with it, so I put it back down. But I do want to give it another try because I think it was Reagan who really loved the series, so I do want to give this a try. And then after that, this one has a sticker on it. Of course. Zoom in on that pretty face. I picked this one up when we were in Arizona. I got it for $8.99 because I think it was a used copy. But Devil House, which I honestly haven't seen that many people read. I'm just gonna read the back because, again, I don't know what this is about. Gage Chandler is descended from kings. That's what his mother always told him when he was a child. Years later, he is a true crime writer with one grisly success in a movie adaptation to his name, along with a series of subsequent less notable efforts. But now he's being offered a chance for the big break to move into a house where a pair of briefly notorious murders occurred, apparently the work of disaffected teens during a satanic panic of the 1980s. Interesting. I've never read stuff like twisted stuff like this, so I'm hoping it kind of like is spooky. The only thing close to horror that I have read are thrillers, and I know they're not the same. I have been craving a good horror that like I'm reading and I really get freaked out, and I haven't been able to make a decision. Anytime I go into a bookstore, I'm like, it just doesn't sound creepy enough, it just doesn't sound scary enough. I'm like, I'm not gonna know until I give it a try, but I always put them down. But that one was $8, so I was like, sure, I'll pick that up and hopefully it's scary. Red Rising, Pierce Morgan. Pierce Morgan. Pierce Brown. Oh my gosh, definitely not Pierce Morgan. Red Rising, Pierce Brown. I started this, I think I still have the pages tagged. Yeah, page 75. I started this and just felt it was very dry, but I just saw that Mel. I'm so bad with tags, I don't remember. I think her Instagram is like Mel Nikki Reads, but I just watched her recent video and she was either reading this for the first time or rereading. I want to say reading. And just made me want to pick it up, especially some of these. It's like, you know, you just gotta persevere through the beginning and make it to the end, and then as the series picks up it gets better, which is how I'm feeling about Throne of Glass right now, because I'm still stuck on page 100 and don't want to pick it back up. But anyway, I do want to give this another try because so many people say it's so good, so it has to be worth the hype. It has to be. I also need to pick this up. See these eyebrows? They're up here to the sky. I need to pick this up. Dragon Republic, R.F. Kuang. I need to finish this series. I am 100% starting to forget the characters a little bit. I do remember the war, but I don't remember some of the things that happened. So I need to, I think, hopefully maybe look at YouTube and see if someone has some sort of summarization or something that kind of goes into what happened in Poppy War so that I can pick this up, because I love her writing. I love her writing. I just need to pick it up and stick with it. I mean, it is a little dense, but just wait till you see what's coming. This is the other one that I talked about. I have it on audio so that I can read along. So I do want to give this a try and hopefully get the other books in the series. I think there's another 2 or 3 books. Usually if I follow along with the audiobook, I can kind of cruise through it faster. So I also have the audiobook of Crescent City. What am I doing to myself? This is something that I do want to pick up this fall. Like I said, I loved A Court of Thorns and Roses series. I think 2 and 3 were my favorite. Anyway, I'm losing my train of thought. But I do want to read along with the audio that I have for this. This is ginormous. 770 something pages. There's the sound. Am I nervous? Yes. But I think I'm gonna like it, and I honestly feel like I might like it more than Throne of Glass. Let me know what you guys think down below, because again, I just feel like Throne of Glass isn't for me. I'm stuck. I don't want to keep going. I don't want to pick it up. My husband finished it and then never talked about it. Didn't want to buy the second book. Although I don't think I can go by what he likes, because he DNFs a lot of books, but I don't know. I just haven't been like into Throne of Glass, so I'm hoping Crescent City has a different vibe. And I also don't think I need to read Throne of Glass before I pick that up, but I'm gonna have to check because that might derail stuff a little bit. I also want to pick up Babel. I'm probably going to pick this up sooner rather than later. Honestly, I'm probably going to pick it up before Dragon Republic, if I'm honest. I've been wanting to read this for a while, and I just finished Yellow Face, which I know they are nothing alike, but I loved her writing, so I want to give this a try soon for that dark academia vibe. So yeah, as you can see, all these chunk of monks that I got. And then 2 randos that I have. Mayflies by Andrew O'Hagan. This was on, I don't know, May's TBR. Never picked it up. I think it was May, because Mayfly is May. Okay, I should pick it up. I should pick it up. Everyone says it's heartbreaking. Everyone says it's a good read and a fast read. So we'll give that a try. And then this one is completely random, but just an historical fiction that I've had on my shelf for a little bit. The Pilot's Wife by Anita Shreve. My stepmother recommended one of her more recent books, and I haven't read anything from the author at all, but I don't have the other books, so I wanted to give this one a try. And this actually sounds really interesting. What is going on with my hair? A pilot's wife is taught to be prepared for the late night knock on the door when she receives a word that a plane flown by her husband Jack has exploded near the coast of Ireland. She confronts the unfathomable, one startling revelation at a time. Sounds good to me. Sounds really good. There are, of course, a lot of other things that I do want to get to. Realistically, I see myself getting through quite a few of these, if I'm being honest, just because I have such high interest. There is a bunch of other stuff that I could pull off my shelves because it holds my attention, but if I'm being honest, that's my whole bookshelf, really. all of my books hold my attention, which is why I bought them. I have the Bone Shadow, first one in the Bone Shadow series by Samantha Shannon. I'm pretty sure it's Bone Shadow. I can't see the water bottle in front of it. I have to finish Didion's The White Album. I'm probably DNFing Throne of Glass, so I'm gonna put that one back. I have Double Life over there by Julie Flynn that I was thinking about getting to. I have Poetry by Anne Sexton, I want to say, that I'm like working my way through slowly. This has been on my nightstand for as long as I can remember, so maybe I'll pick that up. And then, I don't know, there's other stuff back there, historical fictions that I want to get to. Like I said, I really have been just mood reading. It's been going great. I'm on book 108, Alice Network. This one is book 108, so I am like 90% way to my goal. My goal was 120 for the year, and so I'm almost there. But yeah. This is my pile, this is what I am working with, and we'll see what I can do. I don't think we have plans this weekend. Hopefully it's not a washout and I can sit outside and read next to the fireplace, but we will see. So maybe I'll do a reading vlog this weekend. I will see you soon. Keep reading. Let me know in the comments down below if you have read any of these, which ones I should pick up first, and let me know what you're currently reading and what you're picking up this fall. I will see you soon. Bye. Wait, one more thing. Just hit the subscribe button.